Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a topic you might not always think about,
hmm
but one that's absolutely vital in the world of media and publishing.
hmm
We're talking about logistics.
Logistics, right? The systems that make sure everything from your daily newspaper to that brand new bestseller
Yeah,
gets where it needs to be, exactly when it needs to be there.
because let's face it, a newspaper showing up late, well, it's practically useless, right?
Absolutely.
And imagine the chaos if a book launch goes off the rails because half the pre-orders are stuck. Who knows
Or it
when,
would be a disaster, a complete disaster. And it's not just books and newspapers we're talking about.
right?
Think about those big movie releases.
Oh, yeah,
Posters, trailers, all the merchandise. It's all timed so
to
carefully.
build that buzz.
Exactly, to build that excitement. Any delay there could really hurt a film's success.
So we're not just talking about moving boxes from point A to point B.
No, not at all.
This is about serious deadlines, huge distribution networks, and a whole lot riding on everything running like clockwork.
Absolutely.
What would you say are some of the unique pressures, the things you don't find in other industries when it comes to logistics in media and publishing?
Well, first off, those deadlines are relentless.
Yeah.
The media industry, it operates on a really tight timetable. Missing a deadline, even by a little, even just by a few hours,
Yeah,
can have massive consequences.
you get that domino effect.
Exactly. It sets off a chain reaction. And then you've got the sheer volume of materials we're dealing with. We're
Right.
talking bulk distribution, huge scale, and that requires an incredible amount of coordination.
You've got to have everything in the right place at the right time.
Precisely. And then on top of that, you've got the international element.
Oh, right, going global.
So many media companies operate worldwide, so navigating customs, all the different regulations, and ensuring those deliveries are on time across borders, well, that adds a whole other layer of complexity.
Sounds like walking a logistical tightrope. So what happens when things do go wrong, when those deadlines are missed, when things get held up,
Well, you get that domino effect I mentioned. Things start falling apart.
like a chain reaction?
Exactly. Imagine, say, a printing error
Okay.
throws off a magazine's whole production schedule. That delay pushes back the delivery, meaning it misses its slot on the lorry.
So it doesn't make it to the shops.
And it's not on the shelves when readers expect it.
And that's just one example.
It is just one small example. A tiny delay can spiral outwards, impacting launches, marketing campaigns, even a company's entire reputation.
It's like that one weak link in the chain, bringing the whole system down.
It really is.
But there must be ways to manage these risks, right? I mean, there's got to be ways to make things more predictable.
Oh, absolutely. Technology is playing a bigger and bigger role in modernizing how we do media logistics.
Yeah, makes sense.
We've got things like real-time tracking these days.
What's that?
It lets companies track exactly where their shipments are at any given moment.
Interesting.
Helps you spot potential delays early on and take action.
So no more frantic phone calls wondering if the delivery's stuck in some traffic jam.
No more of that. And then there's AI-powered routing, taking things even further. Think of it like a super smart sat-nav for your deliveries.
I like that. I can picture it.
It figures out the most efficient routes, taking into account all sorts of things, traffic patterns, weather, you name it.
Makes sense.
It even looks at things like potential unrest or disruptions in certain areas, making sure those deliveries happen as smoothly and quickly as possible.
That's incredible. I never realized logistics had gotten so sophisticated.
It's pretty amazing, right?
It's like something straight out of a sci-fi film. But beyond the speed, beyond just getting things delivered quickly, technology is also helping make those sensitive shipments more secure.
It is.
And when you say sensitive shipments, what kind of things are we talking about here?
Well, think about it. Unreleased manuscripts for books, advanced copies of films sent out for reviews, or even those confidential documents tied to big news story.
Oh, I see.
Those are all incredibly valuable.
You can't have those going astray.
Exactly. They often need to be transported under tight security.
I can see why that would be a top priority. How do they keep these things safe during transit?
Companies are using what are called secure cabling protocols. They're similar to the system defined in online banking.
Right?
It's a combination of physical security, like tamper-proof packaging and GPS tracking, along with those digital security measures like encryption and authentication.
So it's not just about speed, it's about making sure things arrive safe and sound.
That's right, it's a multi-layered approach. Media logistics is a multifaceted challenge.
Absolutely. A complex puzzle with a lot of moving parts.
And that's where companies like SMA Worldwide come in.
SMA Worldwide. Tell us more about them.
SMA Worldwide specializes in providing logistical solutions specifically designed for the media and publishing world.
They're the experts in the field.
They really understand the pressures in this sector, and they've developed a range of services to tackle those challenges head on.
So they're like the specialists, the ones you call in when things get tricky.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They handle those big challenges we've been talking about. For
Right.
example, they offer same-day and next-day delivery,
Oh, wow.
which is crucial when you've got those tight deadlines.
Absolutely crucial.
And they've got a global reach. They can handle international shipping without breaking a sweat, dealing with all those customs
I
regulations.
was impressed.
And if you need people who get the industry, who can spot problems before they happen, who can come up with creative solutions when things go sideways.
So it's about finding that balance between the tech and the human touch.
That's exactly it. Streamlining things with technology, but keeping that human element that makes for a truly great service.
This has been eye-opening. I think a lot of us, myself included, we don't really think about all the work that goes on behind the scenes to bring us our news, our entertainment.
Yeah, it's easy to forget about until something goes wrong.
Exactly. We only really notice logistics when there's a delay, when something doesn't show up.
But when everything's running smoothly, well, that's a testament to the hard work and dedication of all the people in this industry.
So true. Speaking of smooth operations, can you tell us a bit more about how SMA Worldwide manages to pull off those same-day and next-day deliveries? It sounds like a game changer for media businesses, especially those working under tight constraints.
One of their biggest strengths is their network, strategically placed hubs and partnerships with really reliable carriers. It lets them optimize everything, make sure things move quickly, even across borders. And they use technology to its fullest. Their tracking systems give them a real-time view of everything so they can jump on any potential delays.
Smart infrastructure combined with smart tech.
Exactly. That's how they hit those tight deadlines, keep media businesses on track, and make sure we all get our content on time.
And that brings us back to our listeners. Why should they care about all this behind-the-scenes stuff? What's the takeaway for them?
It boils down to this efficient logistics directly impacts what they read, what they watch, what they listen to. Whether it's their morning paper, their favorite magazine, or that new book everyone's talking about, a seamless logistics operation plays a huge role in making sure they get what they want when they want it.
It's that invisible engine driving the whole media machine.
It is.
And SMA Worldwide seems to be one of the key players keeping that engine running.
They are a great example of a company using tech and expertise to meet the needs of a demanding industry like media and publishing.
So for all those media companies out there racing against the clock, how can they get in touch with SMA Worldwide? How can they learn more about what they do?
It's really easy. They can head over to their website, www.smaworldwide.com, or reach out to their customer service team directly at cs@smallworldwide.com. Their team's always happy to chat, see how they can tailor solutions to keep things moving smoothly and securely.
So today we've really gone deep, haven't we? Uncovered this hidden world of media logistics, a world where timing and coordination are everything.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. It's amazing to see what goes on to get your morning paper to you on time, make sure those pre-ordered books arrive without a hitch, and even get those massive movie campaigns rolled out perfectly.
And we've seen how tech is changing the game, real-time tracking, giving you a bird's-eye view of everything, AI routing those deliveries with pinpoint accuracy.
Definitely. But it's not just about the tech. We talked about the importance of that human touch, especially in an industry like media with all its little quirks and demands.
It's that mix of cutting-edge tech and passionate people that makes it all work, and companies like SMA Worldwide, they really get that balance right.
They do. They show how a company can understand the ins and outs of the media world and offer solutions that really work, keeping everything moving smoothly and securely.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? This level of logistical know-how, could it work in other industries?
That's a great thought. Think about healthcare. Getting medical supplies where they need to be, that can be a matter of life and death.
Oh yeah, that's crucial.
Or even something like event management, coordinating all the equipment, all the people, it all has to come together perfectly.
The possibilities are huge. Makes you realize that logistics, even if we don't always see it, it's the backbone of so much in our world.
It really is, that invisible thread connecting the creators and the consumers, making sure the information gets through, the entertainment, the essentials.
So next time you pick up a magazine, open a new book, even watch a trailer for a film, take a second to think about all the intricate logistics that made it happen.
It's a hidden world, but a vital one. And with companies like SMA Worldwide pushing the boundaries, the future of media logistics looks bright, efficient, and exciting.
And on that note, we'll wrap things up. This has been The Deep Dive. Thanks for listening.